Hi, my name is Vishal. I'm based in Singapore. I've been at Sendbird for a little over 3 years, and I'm the head of sales for APAC at Sendbird. Quite a few. Foremost, there is the acceleration in digitalization of both experiences as well as payments. A recent Forbes article indicated that the percentage of people who use digital means and technology to access their finances jumped from 58% in 2020 to 88% in 2021. And additionally, 80% of people now prefer using digital channels to access their bank accounts as opposed to going to the branch physically. Additionally, we see the continued rise of neobanks. They do not have the legacy infrastructure of traditional banks, and this allows them to be more transparent with their fee structure. It allows them to offer more personalized services, and that too in a faster and more timely manner. We are also seeing an increase in adoption and acceptance of crypto, though admittedly there is a lot of education that needs to be done over there of crypto as an asset class and a store of value. And finally, digital wallets and user-to-user or peer-to-peer payments. The first is to use habits that people have already formed without forcing them to adopt new habits. People are already used to messenger apps. So how can we use messengers and incorporate that level of conversation into a banking or a FinTech channel? So no new habits to be formed, which makes it a smoother experience. The next is how do we take all the surrounding conversations around a transaction and then digitize those? For example, calling a help desk, receiving marketing offers that are not jarring and are in context of what my situation is all about. If we do all of these things around the core transaction itself, that makes for a smoother and a more seamless experience for customers and people. There is also a need to digitize the conversations that surround a core transaction that people do, be it support conversations like interacting with a help desk, marketing communications that have to be in context and not jarring as we often know them to be, and advisory services to inform and educate people about financial products that are relevant to them and that they can purchase. Social adds three accelerants: growth, retention, and relevance. When the social engagement of an app is integral to the functionality of the app, it drives network-related growth organically. So for example, if users are excited about conversing inside an app, they're excited about engaging with the app and the community inside it, they will automatically get more people, their friends and their family, and that's how growth happens. For example, a large customer of Sendbird in Brazil, PicPay, has seen that users who engage with the social features of the app are 2.4 times more likely to return to the app as opposed to users who do not use the social features. Retention. Relationships matter. People return and keep on returning to the brands that they love and they have deep relationships with. In the absence of these relationships, users migrate to competing apps, be it for price, be it for a better experience. So having social features in an app allows a brand to build a connection, an enduring connection with its users, which in turn increases retention. And finally, relevance. Brands that stay relevant to a customer for longer attract a higher lifetime value from the people that they do business with. Our customer in Brazil, PicPay, again, found that users who use the social features in the app have an average spend that is 53% higher than the spend of people who do not use the social features inside the app. So PicPay uses social to stay relevant to its users, and that relevance allows them to collect a 53% higher spend on what might normally happen. The first is to expand beyond the transaction and offer more services to people who use the app. The second is to offer a more enhanced and a better digital experience to users of the app or the website or any other digital medium that people might be using to access banking services. And the third is to use technology as a help mechanism for people who want to access self-services, self-serve. We all know that self-serve customers are more time efficient, but self-serve doesn't mean that they're abandoned by the bank. On this journey towards becoming self-service customers, the bank needs to be ready to offer hand-holding and guide users as they explore and access more services that the bank offers. Social has brought brands and people together into communities. The best performing brands use social plus to make their functionality completely integrated with a social experience. In fitness, think of Strava and Peloton. In communities, think of Reddit. Over there, you cannot remove social from the core functionality of the brand. People expect social to provide them with greater access to a brand that then allows them to unlock and access more and more benefits that the brand wishes to offer. Over here, we have to be careful of the pitfalls of social. Anytime there is social, it creates a huge set of data. Brands are then prone to mining that data and running algorithms to monetize their users. Users, on the other hand, don't always want to be overtly monetized. They prefer a more direct connection. They prefer a more authentic interaction. As generations progress, we have seen that younger people are shying away from mass social interaction and bringing it into smaller and smaller communities. So this is a balance that brands will have to strike with the people that they seek to serve, so that social becomes a model where they grow their community instead of exploiting it as a resource. Without a doubt, the people. I loved meeting people from different countries, different verticals, listening to their ideas, their experiences, and I would absolutely come back again for this.